First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, who this world calls God, in the name of YAHAWASHI, who this world calls Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. In Paleo Hebrew, it's called Hello, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahawashai Bahashem, Rahach, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity, and peace, blessings, and healings unto the elect and the multitude, because that's why we do these videos. And today, man, I want to talk about America is Rome 2.0. Okay, and that's biblical. Okay, point blank, period. It can't be refuted. Okay, so I just want to get some stuff on that, but I mainly want to talk about the migrant crisis. Okay, because that's one of the reasons that Rome fell. Okay, because the arrival of the Huns and the migration of the barbarian tribes. Okay, these are one of the reasons that Rome fell as a whole, and America is Rome 2.0, and it's going to fall the exact same way. Nothing is new under the sun. Okay, let me get that. The only thing different that's going to be different this time around is that America is going to be destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, that's the only difference. Ecclesiastes 1:9, the thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So America is falling the exact same way. So let me get these videos and let me get this information, and then I'm going to pull the scriptures to back up what I'm saying. So let's play what this dude said.
Do you ever think about the Roman Empire?
All the time.
Why? What are you thinking about it?
Well, because we're in those times right now. Everybody's preoccupied with sports, movies, work, you know.
What was it you said about bread?
Well, all right, the common people, Roman Empire said that everybody was equal, everybody had a chance. But it wasn't. The rich got richer and the poor got poorer. And they worried constantly about people rioting. Because they knew that the common man, the common people, could take over at any time. So they would bring them into the Colosseums, and they would give them free grain, they would give them bread, they would give them wine, whatever they needed to fill their bellies and block their minds from what they were angry about. They would watch plays, they would watch fights with the gladiators, sometimes for months on end. And that's where we're at right now. And I think about it all the time. Because so many people are preoccupied with their favorite football team, their favorite actor, actress, singer, and they just don't even think about what's being taken away from them. As long as their bellies are full and they're happy with what's going on, they just let it continue.
Wow. Do you ever think about...
See, so, you know, America's falling the exact same way, man. You know, and a lot of people is going to get caught like a thief in the night, okay? Because this world is done. You know, America is through. Okay, but people don't see it, but, you know, it's going to hit. And when it hits, that's why they say when shit hit the fan. You know, 1 Thessalonians 5:2, for themselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So the end is going to catch a lot of people off guard. And this dude said, you know, people be, you know, calling to their idols, and that's what people doing, man. And that's prophecy. I brought this out on Monday, but it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. You see, America is called in the scriptures the North Country. It's called spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon the Great, virgin daughter of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So it got all these names, but it's talking about America, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the prophets seen the future through the spirit. Okay, so the spirit of America shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. That's what's happening. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And the Egyptians, Americans, will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord. Biden, somebody like that, man. Okay? Because he's acting all stupid, you know. But I saw a movie back in the day where the president was acting all dumb and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know they like to put what they're going to do in the future in the movies, man. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith YAHAWASHI, the Lord of hosts. And this also can be, you can link it up with the World Economic Forum. Okay, because they talking about this 2030 plan and they going full steam ahead. They trying to bring this bitch down, but they don't understand that bringing this down, they're not going to rise like the phoenix. Once this bitch goes down, it's over with. Okay, and then YAHAWASHI is going to come and do his thing and set up a righteous kingdom. But I want to talk about this migrant crisis real quick. Let me play this video. It's about 6 minutes. Let's play this. And the brother said this is a setup. Like I said, they got this 2030 plan. And also, right here, this is on the WEF. They talking about the migrant crisis that happened 1,700 years ago. It cost Rome's empire. So these people know. You know what I'm saying? And they know who they are. You know, Edomites. Okay, that's who ruled the Roman Empire when it was in its heyday. Okay, the Edomites. Who runs America today? The Edomites. It's the same exact people, man, that ruled Rome, that ruled Greece, Alexander the Great. You know what I'm saying? Those are Edomites. Okay, so it was always prophesied that they will rule last before the Lord comes. Point blank period, can't be refuted. They will be the last rulers of the earth before the Lord returns. Okay, so when the Lord returns, God's number one enemy is going to be in rulership. God's number one enemy is the Edomites. Point blank period, man. Okay, so let me play this video.
I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian-speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem.
I'm here because I pick up my children from the school, and I have to step over migrants squatting in front of the school, eating or just sitting there. I really appreciate if you push them, bring them away from the school. If they have to be across the street from the school, that's fine, but would you please get them away from the school? They can't possibly be in front of the school while I pick up my children.
Queens Village residents are again protesting migrants being moved into their neighborhood.
This is absolutely a disgrace, okay? So we're going to be here until this is taken down.
I am immigrant too, but I came legally. And it took me 15 years, and it's not fair.
This tent put up by the city can house up to 1,000 single adult men. Security outside the facility is tight. It's right near the Creedmoor Psychiatric Center. Demonstrators say the shelter is too close to a school. Republicans Curtis Sliwa and Long Island Representative George Santos making appearances to show solidarity with the crowd. This protest follows similar demonstrations in Staten Island, where migrants are being put up in an old school building. Mayor Adams says more than 110,000 asylum seekers have come to the city in the last year. He continues to call for more help from the state and the federal government. And Wednesday, he made this dire prediction.
This issue will destroy New York City.
These Queens Village families say they will keep protesting outside this makeshift shelter until they get their way, and this shelter has been taken down.
We don't know who are living here, and they're getting everything free.
Well, as you heard, the residents are pretty upset and vowing to hold more protests as long as this shelter is here in their neighborhood. Mayor Adams, for his part, says every borough must do their part to help with this migrant crisis as thousands of asylum seekers continue to come into New York City every month.
Illegally crossing the U.S. southern border is approaching record numbers again tonight. Meanwhile, the Biden administration also announced a controversial new policy that will allow nearly 500,000 migrants to temporarily stay and work in this country. Morgan Chesky has late details.
Tonight in Eagle Pass, Texas, officials say they're overwhelmed. The town now under a state of emergency in response to a massive migrant surge. In just 24 hours, 2,500 migrants crossed illegal.
And you know what's funny about that, man? Gen Z, they don't want to work. So what do? Because America needs slaves. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody to keep this bitch running, bring people in. You know, but the Lord doing all this, man. Point blank period. He wants this bitch to fall, man.
Legally, the mayor issuing a call for more help and resources.
We need to do something to control the situation. This is not normal. It is not normal for thousands of people to simply be walking in a line without consequence.
Nationwide, the border crisis is growing. On Wednesday, a Border Patrol official tells NBC News nearly 9,000 migrants crossed illegally, approaching the record high of more than 10,000 set in May. Tonight, President Biden is sending 800 more troops to help Border Patrol with logistics and processing migrants. The migrant surge so sudden, federal authorities shut down the international bridge here so staff could process thousands of men, women, and children. We found many left Venezuela to make their treacherous journey.
¿Cuántas personas de Venezuela? Wow. And so this is fitting exactly with what we've been hearing over the last several weeks. So many people coming from Venezuela.
Now the Biden administration announcing a major policy change, giving temporary legal status to...
So, you can look that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And I was on Twitter. I was looking this up too. You know, working in New York City, tented migrant facility. Yes, thousands more arrive daily. You know, so this is happening in New York. I saw it was happening in Spain. You know what I'm saying? I even saw it was happening in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Happened over there in Europe. So this is happening in the Western world. And America, NATO, and the EU is the beast, which is the Roman Empire. Point blank period. Now, I said that America is Rome. You know, the Huns, you can go look this up. This was on history.com, but it basically gives you 8 reasons why Rome fell. And one of them reasons is, you know, the migrant crisis and also the World Economic Forum. You know, I'm not going to read this, but they talk about this as well. I was reading a little bit of this. So they talk about the same thing. So, man, you just got to look up the history, like the scripture I pulled. Nothing new under the sun. Okay. And Washington, D.C. was originally called Rome, Maryland, man. Okay. Like I said, America in the scriptures is called, you know, Rome 2.0, well, not in the scriptures, but it's Rome 2.0. You know, in the scriptures, it's called the spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. You know what I'm saying? Virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, Babylon the Great. Point blank period. And who rules that? Edom. Okay, Esau, Edom. And I got some pictures to prove that, you know what I'm saying? Edom, you know, he represents himself as the eagle. You can get that in Obadiah. Let me get it real quick. Because that's talking about Edom. Edom will be humbled, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. Okay, talking about him. And it's talking about his pride. You know, that pride of thy heart have deceived thee, because they don't think they're going to go down. They didn't think Rome was going to fall. They didn't think Greece was going to fall. And they definitely don't think America going to fall, but like a thief in the night. That thou dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, who's safe in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, they got space stations, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So, YAHAWASHI is going to bring these people down because it's written, man. Point blank period, you know. And they got to pay for all the wickedness they have done. You know, Greek, Roman, United States, same people, nothing new under the sun. Okay, point blank period. You know, I got some other stuff. Edomite empires, you know, white people are from Mount Seir. That's their original home. Then Alexander the Great went from there to Greece. Okay, then they went to Greece, to Rome, to Spain, France, Germany, Russia, Great Britain, United States, Edomite kingdoms, and they stole all these lands. They stole everything. That's why they gotta pay. Okay, that's why they're the Lord's #1 enemy. These people are violent as hell. They get all these lands by violence, rape, robbing, and murdering, and they haven't paid. Why haven't they paid? It's because what did YAHAWASHI say? He said, "Don't touch motherfucking Cain. I will get Cain in due time. We ain't gonna do nothing we ain't gonna do nothing either. YAHAWASHI is gonna do it all. Okay, who y'all call Jesus. Okay, he gonna take care of the problem. You know, we just gonna sit back and watch the show. You know, point blank period. Right here, you know, Edom, eagle, Rome, eagle, America, eagle, same people, man. You know, they don't change. Even look at the buildings. They don't change, man. Nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. You know, what else I got here? Oh, yeah, Egypt. Okay, eagle. You know, like I said, America is called spiritual Egypt in the scriptures as well. You can go to Revelations 11 and 8. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, talking about the Israelites, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Was the Lord crucified in Sodom or Egypt? No, but he was spiritually in America. Okay, they X'd out the Lord here, man. You know, point blank period. And also you can go to Joel, because it links Edom. Joel chapter 3, and this is talking about the Israelites going in slavery to the Edomites. Okay, because, you know, the people that put the African Americans in slavery was the Edomites. Okay, point blank period. Can't be refuted. But when you go down, it says, Joel 3 and 19, Egypt shall be a desolation and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. So it links the two. For violence against that, the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land, because we're innocent, man. We're innocent. Okay, and they shed innocent blood. Point blank period. But I'll get back on that in a minute. But I want to go to Daniel's 2, because, you know, the Lord gave Nebuchadnezzar a dream, and Daniel broke it down for him. You know what I'm saying? And he showed him all the kingdoms that was going to rule before the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so you go up. The first one is Babylon, Medio Persia, and Greece, and then the Roman Empire, and then the divine kingdom. But the thing is, you know, the so-called white man went down. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't rule for 1,000 years. You know, that's why they call it the Dark Ages. But he came back into power. You had the Borgia family and many other families that came up. Okay, and they did their thing and came back into power, and you saw what they built. Rome all over again. You know, but that was always supposed to happen. You know, but this time it was for a short season. That's why they're speeding up their plans. That's why they got 2030. Like, why they doing this shit so fast? You know, because they see it's coming to an end and they know who they are. You know, but I'm not going to read this, but, you know, like I said, you got these kingdoms, and then Rome, and then the divine kingdom. But I wanted to read just to get some more context on that, to get Revelations 20, because it explains it beautifully. I want to read this because I was just talking about the Dark Ages. But let me read this real quick. 2. I'll read from the top. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on a dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And this is talking about when Rome fell. Okay, because the so-called white man, he basically got put out. He got chased out of the earth. Okay, point blank period. And then the Israelites ruled Europe and all that. They ruled them areas, the Byzantine Empire. Okay, but what took them out? The Black Death. Okay, and then the so-called white man came back into power around that time, because a lot of Israelites was dying in that time, man. You know what I'm saying? You had the Moors. They was trying to help these people out, but, you know, they was getting sick and dying. You know, because, you know, white people, what happened when they came over here to America? They brought disease. You know, so they're a diseased people, man. It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more. So Rome went down. The earth was flourishing until the Black Death. Point blank period. It says, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he was loosened a little season. Okay, so just think about, America's only been established for like 200 years. Um, establish Salaki. 247 years old, and it's already about to fall. You know, how long was the Roman Empire? Let me look that up. How long did Rome rule? You know, trying to get this stuff, but you know, when you're trying to get information, say and be fucking with your internet. I'm not even gonna edit this out, man. You gonna watch this in real time. Know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, man. Right when you're trying to look up some information. About 1,000 years. So Rome was doing a thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Ruled for 1,000 years, but America only 247 years. You know what I'm saying? So when the Lord says that, you know, they would only be loosing a little season, he was serious. Okay? The Roman, y'all already ruled for all that time, and then you got a little extra 300 years added on that. You know what I'm saying? But you had, but before it got, you was enslaving the Israelites. You basically murdering all the Native Americans, which are Israelites too. Okay, Latinos too. Okay, so it was prophecy that, you know, we would be brought over here in slavery. All this is prophecy. All this was written already. You know what I'm saying? So this little season is about to be up, and this is why these people are speeding things up. You know what I'm saying? You go to Revelations 12:12. It explains it. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath. Because why? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So everything links up. Okay? They doing all this stuff that they're doing now with this MAGA crisis, talking about a new variant. Okay, none of this shit is sticking no more. So he gonna come down with great violence. Okay, but he knows that he has but a short time in the in between time. Okay, jumping down, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosened out of his prison. So the so-called white man was loosened out of his prison, and he brought nothing but death and destruction. Okay, the bourgeois came back into power, you know, and they would all whoever came back into power, the Edomites that came back into power, they was out here killing, maiming, and rape, robbing, and murdering, man. And shall go out to deceive the nations, and that's all they did when they came back into power, because they said they're the Jews now. You know what I'm saying? Which they're Edomites. They say they're the light of the world. Okay, they calling other people barbarians and savages when they the savages. You know what I'm saying? It says, which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, which is Russia, to gather them together to battle, talking about World War III, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So it's talking about them going down. And they went out of the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, talking about the Vatican, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So this is talking about America going down. Okay, and you can get more context on that day by reading Revelations 18, Babylon is fallen. Okay, America is going to fall. It's already written. You know what I'm saying? But it links a particular race with that, which is Edom. Okay, point blank period. You know what I'm saying? And it talks about Edom in the scriptures getting destroyed in the last days in Isaiah 34. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, is made fat with fatness. With the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys and rams, for the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay, and this is talking about God's wrath against the nations. When is that going to happen? In the second coming. And who's Idumea? Going down? Edom. You know, you can read Isaiah 63. Talks about the second coming too. Talks about Edom going down. So Yahweh Shemashai has a big beef with these people, and it is what it is. I mean, like I said, Yahweh Shai is going to do all the work. We just got to tell the message, and that's what I'm doing with this video. You know, so at the end of the day, America's falling just like Rome did, and we want it to fall just like Rome did. So double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me the truth, and call her like Yahweh Shemashai B'Shem Kakadash.